we always say people learning their craft, we think that cruise ships are a great place. You never know what's going to happen. I know you have your show, but you don't know the audiences because, they're a little bit different than playing a steady show at a club.
I mean, you really need that experience to know how to do that because you might have people come in that are either much older or much younger than expected or a variety of different cultures. So being able to keep everything entertained and have something that everyone can relate to is way challenging.
Yeah, definitely. And when it comes to client work, I always know in advance how much they've been drinking, for instance. Like I know I'm going to be after the second course and they have one pre-drink and they have 2 glasses for dinner.
Yeah.
So I know exactly how drunk they're going to be. But for a cruise ship, you have no idea. Like sometimes they'll send me a list, how many people from America and how many from Canada and how many Swedes. Never any Swedes. But, I will get a list of all of these people, so I know who I'll be performing for. But you have no idea what they've been doing all day. And if we had a long day in port, they're going to be very tired. Or if they put me on the first day of the cruise, so many people have been flying in the same day or the day prior, so they're going to be, jet lagged or whatever. So it's very important for me to know in advance how, as much as I can, how affected are these people from this day that they have just experienced.
How about your first impressions of getting on a cruise ship? It was a different experience than you thought it would be.
Yeah, I felt like a celebrity right away because I came on. I've never been on a cruise before. Like in Sweden, we're not raised on going on cruises, really. We do have cruises going from Sweden to Finland, but that's you go out there to get drunk with your pals and then you come home 2 days later and you forget everything.
That's the drunk cruise. Yeah.
Drunk cruise. We have that here. So I wasn't ever had this experience of going to, the Mediterranean and going to Santorini and all of these beautiful places. But before I've done my show, people have no idea who I am. But as soon as I've done the show, I feel like I am like a public domain in a way. So everybody comes up to you, tells you things that they loved and things they didn't love about this show. Because I think also on a cruise, you get very intimate with people. You sit with them for breakfast and for dinner, and you see them in port, and you sit next to them on a bus. So all of a sudden, we are forced into being a community instead of just people who happen to be at the same place. Especially experienced cruisers. They have no filter. So they will walk up to you, sit next to you, basically grab your coffee cup from you and be like, let's talk about this.
They just feel like they're your best friend. They saw you the night before and now we're friends. I know what you mean because, we have a lot of musician friends and they're specialized where they're going to remember those people in the band. So when they're walking around the cruise ship, they're just coming up. So what do you think of Fleetwood Mac? That person is trying to do is go have a coffee or go to the gym. And so it is a different experience than performing at a club because you are traveling with these people for 7 days or more.